While US President Donald Trump meets with world leaders at the G7, a storm is brewing on the home front. Donald Trump is receiving harsh criticism from his opposition ahead of the 2020 election.
Several 2020 Democratic presidential hopefuls are spending their weekend hammering President Trump on his trade policies with China and the economy overall. Among them, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders.
What the president is doing is totally irrational, and it is destabilizing the entire world economy. You do not make trade policy by announcing today that you're going to raise tariffs by X% and the next day by Y%, by attacking the person you appointed as head of the Federal Reserve as an enemy of the American people.
Sanders continues to trail former Vice President Joe Biden in the polls. Biden spent this weekend campaigning in New Hampshire, the first primary state. He told an audience he has plenty to say about President Trump, but not while the president is in France for the G7 summit.
I never criticize the president's foreign policy when he is abroad, and I mean that sincerely. It's an omission by intention, because I don't think it's appropriate for me to be criticizing an American president when they're abroad engaging in a foreign policy.
Those rules don't appear to apply to one Republican throwing his hat into the ring to challenge President Trump. Radio host and former Illinois Congressman Joe Walsh, who once supported the president, announced today he's launching a bid to replace Trump as the GOP nominee.
He has no freaking clue what he's doing. He said he was going to build a wall, George. We haven't built a foot of the wall. He said Mexico was going to pay for it. We haven't. He told us trade wars were easy. Tell that to American farmers right now. Tell that to American consumers.
Walsh admits it's an uphill challenge. The one-term congressman has launched his campaign website, and he's also soliciting donations online.